Hey, good evening, everyone. While Senthil joins the call, I think he may join in a few minutes. So basically, I'm just updating the future scan. So one of the most important problems faced many times is understanding what is the trend, right? Sometimes you try to take both the sides. If the trend is bullish, if we take bearish, that is where we have issues, or when the trend is bearish, if you take the buy signals. So this particular indicator will help us. So we already had one indicator, right, called MTF or CMTF, which will show you. So this RCMTF, which is like multi-time frame scanner or indicator, will tell us that okay, crude oil is bullish in 1 minute, 3 minutes it is bullish, 5 minutes it is bullish, in 15 it is bearish. Whereas, for example, if you look at ES, it is bullish in all different time frames. If you look at NQ, it is bullish in all time frames. So that means if it is bullish in 5, 15, that means generally we have to mainly look for the buy signals, right? Whenever it comes to the bottom, whenever you see a buy signal, that will be a good opportunity. Like that, for example, if you go to GC, it is also bullish in all time frames. That means generally you have to avoid the sell signals and we have to mainly look at the buy signals, buy opportunities. So MTF indicator was only giving the indication only for that particular ticker whichever we select. So that's where I was working on this one, which will tell you, right, especially right, if GC is bullish, that means your silver, copper, platinum, everything will be bullish. Generally, if ES is bullish, your ES, NQ, RTY, YM, all of them will be bullish. If crude oil is bullish, then your heating oil, RB, they will be bullish. So like that, just with a small table, you can identify what is the overall trend. So whenever the trend is very bullish, we'll only look for the buy signals. If the trend is bearish, right, if you have sell, 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 the score is zero, then we'll only look for the sell opportunities. If the score is 4, that means in all time frames it is bullish because it is mainly for day trading, right? If you want to do for swing trading, then we can even change the time frames to higher time, right? Instead of 1, 3, 5, 15, you can do 5, 15, 30, 1 hour. And then if all of them are bullish, then you can take the buy, you can buy the stocks, you can buy the options like that for swing trading. But mainly for the prop firms, we'll only look for 1, 3, 5, 15. And then if the score is 4, that means we'll only wait for the buy signals. If the score is 0, then we'll only look for the sell opportunities. So that is how you can trade on with the proper trend so that you don't take the opposite side trades. So one is you can wait for the buy and you can take the buy opportunities, or sometimes it will go up, come back to the T5 line and again go further up. Like that also we can take. So now GC is very bullish. So one option is whenever you see a buy, you can take it, or you wait for a pullback. Right? You had a small pullback, then you got a buy. Again, if we get a pullback, we can go long. Again, there will be a pullback, we can go long. Like that also, we can do it. So, let me see if something joined. So any questions on that strategy or? So basically, we are still using the futures level manager. Only thing is to to be on the right side of the trend. If the score is 4, buy opportunities. If the score is 0, sell opportunities. If something is 1, 2 like that, that means they are little choppy. That means in some time frame it is buy, in some time frame it is sell. They are choppy tickers, so you can avoid them. So we are now waiting for a pullback because generally during this time we focus on GC, silver, copper, like that. We are waiting for a pullback. If we get a pullback on GC, we can take the long trades. So this is our target. This is where we have major sellers. So this will also help you for options. When you buy the options, if you see something very bullish, then we can take bull puts or you can do the calls. If something is very bearish, we can only focus on the puts or bear calls. We got a pullback now on GC. So if we get a green candle, we can go long. Now I'm entering a long with GC. Yeah, we got a pullback on GC, so I took a long. Yeah, I'll close because I opened 5 positions. I'll close some 3 positions and then hold the 2 contracts. If you see here, the strength is also 44. Momentum is very bullish. That means there is a high possibility for it to go all the way to this 3368. Even though you see a swing sell because the trend is completely bullish, better to avoid taking any short opportunity. Right? If 15 minutes is also very bullish, that means it can break further, go further up. So we need to wait for a higher time frame to give a swing sell signal. 5 minute swing is not sufficient. So GC is going up. Yeah, Central is going to join in 5 minutes. So, so is everyone clear on? So yeah, again, right? It is better whenever right, you have a table which is giving. These are the most important tickers we trade: ES, NQ, GC, silver, crude oil. Because if generally maybe I'll remove one of this and add natural gas or something. Because if ES is bullish and Q, YM, they will have the same score. GC is bullish, generally silver, copper will have the same scores. Crude oil is bullish, or if crude oil is having buy, sell, then generally your RBHO will have the same score. So instead of having so many tickers in the table, if we have a small table, it will be easy. You don't need to, you can have it on the same screen itself. So whenever you see some, right, for example, let us say I get a buy signal and I see that GC is 4, then you can confidently enter the trade. Right? You can go with one, two, three contracts also. Or let us say crude oil is 0. You have sell, and you get a sell signal. Then you can confidently enter the trade and you can make nice profits. If something is looking choppy, then we can avoid such type of tickers. So now yes, if I right NQ went all the way to the top, now there will be a drop. But generally, it is better we avoid the sell signals because overall the trend is very bullish. We'll wait for a pullback, and then if we get a buy signal, we can take the long trades. That is where you can hold for longer time or you can make more profits. Sell signal may happen, but it can just drop for two, three candles and suddenly there can be a big bounce. So now if we get a buy signal on ES or NQ, we can go long. So that's why GC also yeah, just try to profits because we got buy signal somewhere here at 59. Now it is already at 65. Yeah, there is a possibility it may go to 68, but it is little risky because it already made such a big move. It went up, did a pullback, and then started. Because we got a pullback candle, we entered. It is little high risk, but if it comes down and then if we get a buy signal, that will be a low risk trade. You can confidently enter the trade and easily make 200, 300, $400 with one contract. So that's why we closed our GC long, waiting for a pullback. If we get a sell and then if we get a buy, we can confidently go for a long position. So one is we are waiting for buy on ES, buy on NQ. In the same way, we are waiting for a pullback on GC, pullback on silver. So when you see this, Then we don't get tempted by looking at a swing cell, or otherwise suddenly we see a red candle, we try to take a shot. But by looking at this, you know that, oh, it is very bullish. So better, this 5 minute may not be sufficient to look whether it will reverse or not. You may have to go to a 10 minute and then see. In 10 minutes, it is still very far away, right? Still, it is very bullish. It may go all the way till here before it reverses. Yes, I hope it is making sense for everyone. Yeah, I'll try to add this table to futures level and futures level manager, so that this futures level manager will also show this table. So simple rule: whenever you get a buy signal, you look at the score. Whenever you get a sell signal, you look at the score. If you get a buy signal, if the score is 4, that's a perfect opportunity. Whenever you get a sell signal, if the score is 0, right? If you have everything sell, 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 so it will count all the buys. If all the 4 are buy, the score is 4. If all the 4 are sell, the score will be 0. So that means they will be the perfect opportunities, whether it is completely bullish or completely bearish. They are the best opportunities for you. If it goes down, starts coming up, and you see a buy signal, if the score is 4, then that's a perfect opportunity. So CL, now the score is 0, right? So if I get a sell signal on CL, we can take a short trade, right? It went all the way to this sell zone. The score also became 0. So if we see a sell signal now, we can confidently enter a short trade. I'm taking a short on crude oil. I took a sell signal on crude oil now because it is looking bearish in all different time frames. So there is a high possibility for it to come all the way down. We are still holding crude oil short. We are waiting for a pullback on GC. Yes, and in Q, whenever we get a buy signal, we can take a long on all these ones. Entering the long on GC again. So I took profits on crude oil because whenever it touches this buy block, sometimes there can be a sudden bounce. So it is better we take the profits before it touches it. We are holding GC long as of now. So we made nearly 200 on crude oil. So is this clear for everyone? I'll add this table to futures level manager. Again, you can same time you can take the trades in personal account or prop firm. It is up to you. In few minutes, JC also will make nice profits. We are waiting for a yes for a pullback. If we get a buy signal, so generally 5 minutes, 15 minutes are in buy. So if higher the time frame, that gives us much more confidence. If 1 minute is in sell, but 15 and 5 are in buy, and if you get a buy signal, that is much better. So if all are buy, then that is a perfect opportunity. Right? If NQ all are buy, if we get a buy signal, right now it did a pullback. Again, buyers are trying to push it up. So it came all the way from the top to the bottom. Now if we get a buy signal, again it will go all the way to the top. Seems there might be some internet issue at Santil's place. So it is delaying him for him to join. But in meantime, yeah, we are making profits. So I hope the strategy is clear for everyone. Most probably we'll get a buy signal now on NQ. We can take a long position. I took a long on NQ. So we have a long on GC and we have a long on NQ now. We took profits with NQ now. We got a pullback. We got a buy signal. We know score is 4. ES also score is 4. GC is 4. Silver is 4. And silver also, if we got a pullback and we got a buy signal. So now we have long on GC, long on silver, long on US. We took profits on NQ. I'll also try to add for the stocks level manager for some of the major stocks like Tesla, Nvidia, Meta. As I said, this is MTF multi-time frame scanner. It will look at different time frames and it will indicate whether it is good for long in different time frames. If it is good for long in all different time frames, we go for long opportunities. So ES and QGC silver, they are looking good for buy opportunities in all different time frames. And that too, whenever it comes to the bottom, right? We don't want to buy at a top. We'll wait for a pullback, and at the bottom, if you get a buy, that is a good one. Crude oil, let us say again, if it goes all the way to the top, right? It came all the way down. Now again, if it goes to the top, and if we get a sell, we'll take a short opportunity, right? Now, if I get a sell signal, we can do a short on CL. We can make nice profits again. So we always want to buy low, sell high. I'm taking short on crude oil once again. Because based on the candle, little before itself, I know that there we may get a sell signal. That's why even before looking at the sell signal, I am taking it. But if you are completely new traders, you can wait for a sell signal. Once you see the sell, because I see the T5, there is a nice gap here. There was a small pullback, and again it is dropping. So we'll see a sell signal in the next candle because based on the candle size, based on T5, I'm predicting that we'll have a sell. Next candle will come all the way down. It will come all the way touch this. So I'm going little before, but yeah, you can wait for a sell. Say if you are very new to trading, you wait for a sell up. We know that CL score is zero, right? It is all sell, sell, sell in all different time frames. So we have long on GC and silver, and we have short with crude oil. We also have long with ES. I got two silver long at 565. Now also it is around 565. Again, it should come all the way to the top. We took profits on silver. We took profits on ES. We took profits on NQ. NQ long already. So we are holding GC, GC long and crude oil short. It again, because it went all the way to the top, there might be a pullback again. So we'll mainly look for the buy up. Whenever we get a buy, that is a good one. We'll avoid the sell signals because sometimes the sell can be very. Here you got a sell just with two candles, immediately it bounced so much big. Try to add this to the futures level and stocks level manager. Stocks level mainly for 5 or 6 stocks. You will see these things. Right? Mainly like Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft, Google. So if you see 444, then you will mainly look for calls or you do the bull puts. If you see zeros, you can do bear calls or you can buy the puts for stocks. RB and heating oil also will move in the same direction as crude oil, but the volume will be very, very low during this time. Only for crude oil, we'll have some volume. And that's why in the morning time, we can take whatever is the CL. If CL is looking zero, then your RB and heating oil also will be zero. But now the volume is very low, so I'm canceling the sell orders. So we shorted at 66.14, but generally it is always better if we short close to the top of the band. We shorted somewhere here, so I'll try to take some small profits. And if it goes to the top, again we can short it at the top. Right? For long, whenever score is 4, better to buy at the bottom. Whenever score is 0, better to short at the top. Yeah, it will. Only thing we are holding is GC now. It is overall bullish, but so anyone has any questions? I hope for everyone it is clear. If the score is 3, but the 3 should be like this, 3, 5, 15 should be buy. It should not be 1, 3, 5, right? If 3, 5, 15 is buy, and if you get a buy also, that is, if everything is buy, that is the best one. Or if 3, 5, 15 is buy, and then that is the second best opportunity. But if only 1, 3, 5 are buy, but 15 is a sell, that is not much better. So if we get a buy again on NQ, we can enter long one more time. You take the long, whenever it goes to the top, you take the profits. So and see the performance. If I add this code to the futures level, what will be the performance? If the performance is good, I'll add it to futures level. Seems Senthil had some internet issues, so we'll try to ask him for him to join tomorrow. Yeah, you can set alerts based on the table. Whenever something becomes all green or all red, right, all green, then immediately you'll receive a notification that okay, all 1, 3, 5, 5, 15 are green, or you can also do for all red. So immediately you know that the ticker became completely bullish or completely bearish. Then you can focus on those tickers. You can keep taking the trades. Yeah, Sanjay, do you have any questions?
Kishore, this is a new scanner, is it? So we need to purchase separately other than the three that we already have?
I'll try to add it to the futures level and stocks level manager, or this one to the futures level manager. If
Okay.
the performance is good, then you don't need to buy it separately.
Okay.
If the performance of futures level is going down because of this extra addition, then we may have to do it as a separate indicator. But yeah, tonight
Okay.
I'll try to add it to the futures level and check the performance.
Okay. And then is this different than the small one, the table that we see, which has a symbol, level, RSI, TS, score, and mode?
Right. Yeah, this is different. Yeah, this works on a different logic. But yeah, there you have all different types of factors. Whereas here, yeah, based on the score, if the score is 4, good for bullish. If the score is 0, good for bearish.
Okay. Is that the same for the small mini thing that I see now, which is NQ is 3, RSI and trend strength is 19.2. How do we interpret that? There is one more small thing that should come out at the right. That's a big table, but there is also a small table.
Okay, you mean this one?
Um, let's see, where do I get that from?
Yeah, you get it from futures level manager.
Yeah, that's from the features level manager.
But here you are only getting it for one time frame, right? You are not
Correct.
looking at the different time frames. That is where generally we make a mistake, right? You only look at one time frame and you take a shot. But when you see here, it is telling that 3 minutes, 5, 15, everything is bullish.
Yeah, I am looking at both, which is from the RCA price pulse. You also have the different time frames, right? 1 minute, 2 minute, 15, and 1 hour,
Right,
and then the flow as well, and this
right.
one.
Yeah, this one will make your job more easy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're just looking at whether it is a good for long or not in all higher time frames.
Yeah,
Then you
yeah,
can only focus on that side, that direction. Now, crude oil is mainly for short, and then ES and Q are looking good for long. Silver is looking good for long. GC it
yeah.
went down, but again, because overall metals are bullish, it will bounce back.
Yeah. No, maybe I don't know how the code works there. It may be good to replace the RCA price pulse table with this. That might not impact the performance. I don't know.
Yeah, I suppose also we can, yeah, remove the table and add this table.
Add that table so that way it's consistent with each one of them. It's just a suggestion. I'm sure you look into all aspects of other things, but
Right. But price pulse is all for all stocks, futures, everything, whereas futures level manager is mainly for futures. So adding this table in futures level manager makes more sense
okay.
than adding it to the price pulse.
Yeah. For the eval accounts, I took from the, what is that, ETF, which was cheaper. I
Right.
understand you may have difficulty in approving
Yeah.
the
Payouts. Yeah.
payouts, etc. But I'm trying it out, but overall, not that positive. I The issue is probably uh, identifying the time zones that works best for me in terms of my style,
Right.
because
Right.
that's the issue. Morning, I may not keep on focusing the markets. So
Right. But generally, yeah, during this time is good. 7 to 9 central. Only that
mm,
5 minutes between 7:59 to 8:05 will be little sudden big moves. But if you avoid that, then evening 7 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central is a good time to trade, especially metals.
only the metals, is it?
Yeah, mainly metals will be very good. Some days NQES also will move good, but otherwise generally GC, silver, copper, they move good during this time.
Okay. And then what other time frame you recommend for the people like full time with me? Like obviously morning US time is
One is
9 to 10 is
morning
better.
6 o'clock from 6 a.m. Central also it will be good. 6 to 7:30.
6 to 7:30. Which
You can use 3 minute time frame.
yeah, which all features are just
Generally, indices will move good during the time. US indices, because both Europe market will be trading and also US market will be opening. So yeah, all the ES and Q and the UB, ZB, all those things, RTY, YM, they will be moving good during that 6 to 7:30. Generally,
Okay.
there won't be much volatility. There will be one-sided trend during that time, 6 to 7:30.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, the providers, does it have
Sorry,
this watch list?
can you repeat that question? Your voice is breaking.
Helpful.
Yeah, Sanjay, can you repeat that question? I got disconnected.
Sorry. Sorry, I disconnected, came back in. I think that's good. I got my questions answered. Thank you.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, Dipin, do you have any questions?
Yeah, hi Kishorji. Just one quick question. I remember asking you last week about price pulse and that percentage next to the buy or sell block. And you said, say like it's 50%, then you said 50% of the orders have been filled and 50% is remaining. So right now on NQ, I see it says 100%. So what does that mean then?
And in which time frame you're saying?
If you go at 5 minutes and it's at about 23, 310 area, a little bit higher, yeah.
That
Yeah, it
it's
shows me around right here, another buy block. Oh, sorry, sell block.
yeah, but basically it means that much of orders are pending there to be filled.
Oh, so they are pending, like the percentage is pending usually.
Right, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And sometimes it shows like 0%, so maybe it's just lagging and it's not refreshed then.
Right, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Hey, Ramesh, do you have any questions?
కిషోర్ గారు గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. అది
Yeah.
జీసీ లాంగ్ హోల్డ్ చేయాలండి?
GC, we can use 33.58 as a stop loss and we can hold it. Yeah, overall it is bullish. Yeah, we can hold for some more time. Yeah, it should go back to 33.68.
5368, ఓకే. ఓకే అండి, కిషోర్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yeah. So whenever you see a buy signal on GC, you can add one more position. As of now, we are holding that. Overall, yeah, GC, silver, they are bullish. ES and Q also bullish. Crude oil, heating oil, natural gas, all these are very bearish. So yeah, look for sell signals on all the crude oil, natural gas, and then look for buy signals on metals. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll get a session from Central, and I'll try to add this table to the futures level manager and then publish the latest version. Okay, bro. Good night and talk to you tomorrow morning.